A search is still underway for a missing submersible with 5 people on board that was touring the wreckage of the Titanic. British billionaire Hamish Harding is among the missing, according to social media posts. US and Canadian ships and planes continued to circle around the site near Newfoundland on Monday. Crews on board a Boeing P-8 aircraft, originally for anti-submarine warfare, dropped sonar buoys to locate the vessel, which lost contact with ships above on Sunday. US Coast Guard Rear Admiral John Major said they've also been reaching out to commercial vessels for help.
The location of the search is approximately 900 miles east of Cape Cod in a water depth of roughly 13,000 feet. It is a remote area, and it is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area, but we are deploying all available assets to make sure that we can locate the craft and rescue the people on board.
The submarine operator OceanGate Expeditions said it lost contact with the vessel itself, called the Titan, 1 hour and 45 minutes after it began diving towards the Titanic. Authorities say it's still unclear if the sub has surfaced or if it's still underwater, but they said it could stay submerged for 96 hours. Titanic historian Larry Daly said on Monday he was hopeful the missing sub could be found.
Deep submersible diving is very dangerous, but it's high tech, and as each year goes by, the equipment gets better, the technology gets better, and so on. So I'm very hopeful and very positive. I was in the sub for 12 hours. We have our own breathing system on board, and if that's maintained properly, like changing your filter and your CO2 scrubber, you can stay down there for quite a few hours.
The British billionaire Harding was identified as being on board by what appeared to be a social media post from his stepson. Harding himself had also posted on Facebook that he would be aboard the sub, and there have been no further posts from him since. The expeditions to see the British passenger liner that famously sank in 1912 after it struck an iceberg cost $250,000 per person. The trips set out from St. John's, Newfoundland, before heading out roughly 400 miles into the Atlantic to the wreckage site.